Thanks for joining us. This panel discussion at ISE 2025. I'm joined today by Peter Livesey from Espirit Digital. Welcome, Peter.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
So we're here to talk about all things retail, something you know a lot about. Do you think that the take-up of AV in-store, in retail stores, has been disappointing so far? And if so, what are the reasons for that?
Has it been disappointing? No. In a word, it hasn't been disappointing. There's plenty of AV. Especially the screens are the most obviously visible element, and I think they are now front and centre of everyone's marketing plan. I'm sure you can ask if they've been done well, which is another point, but the fact is they're definitely on everybody's shopping list, and I think that's not going away anytime soon.
Have they been done well?
Have they been done well? You caught me off guard there, Paul. Yeah. Have they been done well?
Because I'm used to those horror stories from, 10, 15 years ago, probably quite a long time now, of rollouts that didn't go as planned.
Oh, yeah. Can we name a few?
Yeah.
Can we name check some?
Tesco's the famous one, I think.
Not the Tesco TV. Yeah. Well, it was only in the wrong place at the wrong angle with the wrong content. But other than that,
Has that kind of hurt the industry, do you think?
It did at the time, yeah. Absolutely did. It set us back quite a long way. Since then, we've got smarter. We don't put TV adverts on screens as content that lasts 2 minutes and you're waiting for the punchline. We actually put in some stuff that, as people are on their shopping round, they can actually engage with, take the message, and hopefully buy some more stuff. So, from that point of view, we've learned quite a lot. The positioning is everything. The engagement at point of sale is also key. And I think by and large we're on the right track.
Okay. This whole article and idea came about really because I went to a panel and one of the panelists said he felt like we hadn't found the right formula for AV in retail. I mean, do you think that's true, or do you think that's damaging, thinking there is a some magic formula that we can all use that will fix this problem?
If there was a one-size-fits all, that they wouldn't need specialists like us. They'd just be going to Samsung and LG and getting pre-packed kits and in they off they go. The truth is, it isn't like that, because every retailer is different. If you're at the top end, at the Harvey Nicks, Harrods end, you don't want the same stuff as is going into Lidl and Aldi. And also, in different countries and different regions, you want different, different solutions. So there isn't a formula in short. And as I say, they'd be doing us all out of business if there was, and I'm glad there isn't, because there's room for us specialists to actually come in, design something properly, and make a success of it.
Yeah. How important do you think the whole consultancy piece is here? Because it feels like to do a good job providing technology, you really need to know the business. Do you? I guess you guys have made a trade in that, but is there enough of that happening elsewhere in the industry?
I'd say we're part agony aunt, part consultant, shoulder to cry on, finance manager. We have to wear a few hats on some of these, because a lot of people come in not expecting technically, not expecting financially what it's going to be like, and not expecting operationally how much commitment you've got to put in if you want a successful retail network. All three need to be really carefully thought out, and you can't do it in 5 minutes.
So there needs to be a fundamental understanding of the business first, really.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. We've been doing it for 30 years, and you really need to know what you're talking about if you're gonna win the big boys and get them on multinational rollouts.
I mean, I guess you mentioned multinational rollouts. Said you were talking off camera about jobs you've done in the Middle East and things like that. Is it easy to think that customer in Oman is the same as a customer in Germany? Is it dangerous to think that like?
Very. We're in 38 countries, and we treat everybody on their merits, because there's so many differences. The new adopters are totally different to people who have been putting in networks for donkey's years, and they have different levels of skills in-house. So no, they absolutely cannot treat everybody the same, even in the same country. I mean, America, for instance, is 50 different countries, and you've got to navigate around that as well.
It is part of the problem here that quite often AV companies are engaged really late on in the process, or are given crazy timelines to finish these projects.
My favourite hobby horse, yes, absolutely. We're always too late. Why not? If you're going to engage, if you're even thinking about it, talk to us. go out, do an RFP or get a few companies in that you've read about or that you trust that have maybe a thought leader or two that you can hang your hat on, and ring to us for information before you go too far down the line and realise you spent a load of money and further on.
Yeah. Do we need, as an industry, to kind of spend more time on the design element of this whole process, or is that back to the last question and we're not given enough time to do that part of the process?
Everyone wants a greenfield site, right? Everyone wants a new build, and in my experience, they are very few and far between. Yes, people do proper refits and they do embed us early on, but they are the absolute minority. Mostly we have to go in to a space that's had either a few screen iterations or nothing at all, and we have to work around what's there. And yes, design is key.
Peter, great to spend time with you. Many thanks for your insights. Thank you.
Pleasure, Paul. Thank you.